Mr. Brickwig,
Here.
Ms. Hausfeld,
Here.
Mr. Bob Culbertson,
Here.
Ms. Bettinghouse,
Here.
Mr. Ray Culbertson,
Here.
and Mr. Schildmeyer.
Let the record show all 7 members are present. Members of council, what is your pleasure on the written minutes of the January 27th council meeting?
Mr. President,
Ms. Bettinghouse?
make a motion to approve the written minutes of the January 27th council meeting.
I'll second that, Mr. President.
Motion by Ms. Bettinghouse, second by Ms. Hausfeld to approve the written minutes of the January 27th council meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered. Heidi had passed everyone an updated ordinance for our codified ordinances, which is ordinance number 6 that everyone should have. What is council's pleasure on placing that on the table for the next meeting?
President,
Mr. DeVerke?
make a motion to put order 6, 2022 on the table next meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. DeVerke, second by Mr. Ray Culbertson to place the updated codified ordinance on the table for next week. Are there any remarks? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So ordered. All right. And we'll move to reports of administrative officials. Mayor Jonathan Stuchel.
Thank you, Mr. President. First off, I'd like to thank our amazing service department for keeping our streets clear during this last week's snow and ice. You all did a great job. I'd also like to thank the Hamilton County Health Department for hosting a COVID-19 vaccination clinic that was held today in the village. St. Bernard resident Kathy Zix helped make this happen, so a big shout out to her and to the others who assisted in today's clinic. I'd like to congratulate Lieutenant Shane Moore, who was recently promoted. He'll be serving as this 3rd shift supervisor and has been patrolling the streets of St. Bernard since 1998. I'd also like to congratulate Patrol Officer Ron Hausfeld, who will be retiring from the St. Bernard Police Department on February 25th, where he has served the residents of St. Bernard since 1989. He will definitely be missed for his gentle spirit and his willingness to help others. Thank you. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Did Peggy leave in any kind of, nope, I figured not. No wall director, treasurer, Mr. John Ungrove.
Thank you, Mr. President. This evening I have the statement from First State Bank for the 4th of July fund that we have down there. As of, this is the one for December 31st, the total was $5,660.33. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, and congratulations on your new granddaughter. Safety and Service Director, Mr. Paul.
Thank you, Mr. President. All I have is I would like to place 2 ordinances on the table for the next council. Ordinance number 4, 2022. That would be to fix the compensation for the Village Hall full-time clerk. And ordinance number 5, 2022 for the posting ordinance locations.
Mr. President, I'd like to place ordinance 4, 2022 on the table.
I'll second that.
Excuse me, a motion by Mr. DeVerke, second by Mr. Bob Culbertson to place, was that just ordinance 4 or both? Ordinance 4?
Can we do both at the same time?
You can.
Oh, okay.
4
Do
and
ordinance
5?
4 and 5, yes.
I'll second
Same
that.
second. All right. So motion by Mr. DeVerke, second by Mr. Bob Culbertson to place ordinances 4 and 5 on the table. Are there any remarks? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered. Okay, you're fine. Tax Commissioner / Administrator, Ms. Helms.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have the monthly report for January of 2022. Tax collections for January were $740,786. Tax refunds for January were $17.79. Delinquent tax collected with capital recovery was $3,484. Delinquent tax collected with the Ohio Attorney General's office was $3,462. January 2022 is up 7.61% from January of 2021. The e-file portal is up and running. You can find it on the Village of St. Bernard's webpage under the Tax Department tab. That would be www.cityofstbernard.org/services-departments/tax. You'll need to create a new password for the 2021 tax filing. That concludes my report.
Thank you. We'll move to reports of standing committees. Finance, Mr. Taberkey.
No report.
Thank you. Safety, Mr. Brickwick.
Mr. President, I'd like to report that there will be a block watch meeting next Thursday in the upper level of Municipal Hall at 6:30 p.m. That's Thursday the 17th. I would also like to congratulate Ron Hausfeld on an outstanding career as a police officer in town. Wish him all the best in retirement. Also, I'd like to thank the Safe Service Department for the job they did, especially up around my house up in Hager Drive. They did an outstanding job on the streets. And last but not least, I'd like to report that my wife had surgery today, and she wanted to thank everyone for her well wishes. She's doing well and recovering from the anesthesia, and she wanted to thank everyone for all the prayers. That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you. Service, Ms. Hausfeld.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tonight I have the trash collection fee report. We have received $25,657.93 for trash collection fees for the month of December 2021. I also want to thank the Service Department for an outstanding job for cleaning up the streets and doing everything that they do for the citizens. Thank you. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Public Improvements, Mr. Bob Culberson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a reminder, residents, the CIC is now accepting requests for proposals for the mowing contract for 2022. So those packets are available in City Hall, so stop by and see Heidi to get those packets. All packets and bids must be submitted by Monday, March 21st by 5 p.m. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Laws, Contracts, and Claims, Ms. Bettinghouse.
I have no report, but I also would like to thank the Service Department for all the work they done last week with the snow and the ice. What a great job.
Thank you. Marketing, Mr. Ray Culbertson.
Thanks, Mr. President. The upcoming St. Bernard Little Oak Grove Historical Society will have their monthly event will be presented by John and Betsy Newberry on Monday, February 21st at 7 p.m. The event will take place at Wiedeman's Brewery, and they will be discussing the history of Wiedemann Brewer in St. Bernard. RSVPs are required as they are limited to 60 people. No walk-ins. I too would like to congratulate Ron Hausfeld on his upcoming retirement and Shane Moore on his promotion. And finally, everybody knows I'm a Steeler fan, but who day? That concludes my report.
We appreciate that. Business and Industry, Mr. Schultmeyer.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to thank Ray Culbertson for his first 2-day ever. Nice job there. I'd also like to welcome a new company to St. Bernard. Wow Window Boxes is located at 5155 Kiley Avenue. Their phone number is 513-462-2137. You can call them, 513-402-2137. You can call them for a free quote today. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience wishing to address council this evening? No. All right. I show 3 ordinances then for the next council meeting. Ordinance to update the codified ordinances, ordinance for the city hall clerk increase, and ordinance for the posting site of the minutes and ordinances. With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mr. President,
Mr. Ray Culbertson.
make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that, Mr. President.
Motion by Mr. Ray Culbertson, second by Ms. Hausfeld to adjourn. All those in favor say who day. All opposed? Steeler fan and all. We are adjourned.